So I'm having a chat with Owen Rivera. How are you?
We're doing fantastic. How are you, Jim?
Yeah, not too bad. Thanks so much. So the big news is we are going to be playing a Christmas single of yours called I Fall in Love with Christmas. Tell us a bit about the single.
So yeah, I Fall in Love with Christmas is it's a song that is written about I how everybody falls in love with the spirit of Christmas. And Christmas to me has been a very special holiday for many years. If you this song I mean, man, I got very little words to say for this, man. I mean, this song means a lot to me, is what I'm trying to say. Like it really, for me, brings out my feeling of the spirit of Christmas, and I hope it can bring out yours as well.
Yeah, absolutely. What was the reasoning behind writing a Christmas song?
So I've always had an interest in writing a Christmas song. I mean, for many musicians, I mean, a lot of them grew up listening to classic Christmas songs, like White Christmas, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, Jingle Bell Rock. I mean, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree and Jingle Bell Rock being very prominent when I was a kid. So I really like that, kind of rocky kind of feel. And I love the ballads as well. And I wanted to actually, this song was written by my producer, Michael Lloyd, and Mike Curb, who actually presented me the song along with Don Cusick, which was a very amazing day in the studio, to say the least. When my producer said, "Hey, you got this Christmas song in, and Curb wants you to put your thing on it, and he really thinks that you can bring it to life." And I was like, "Wow!" Like that was an incredible thing in the studio. But for writing, for the Christmas song in general, like it needs to, for me to do a Christmas song, it needs to mean something, right? It doesn't need because Christmas is very special. Like it's a very special time of year. You don't just want to do something that's just eh. So to me, this song is my little thing into Christmas.
Nice, nice. And it's not the first time you've released a Christmas track, because you put your rendition on Feliz Navidad last year, which we played. What was it like
Yes,
um, putting your own rendition on what is a classic?
for Feliz Navidad. Oh my goodness, I that was incredible. I mean, that I was even able to do it was just wow. I mean, that song has been in my life for as long as I can remember. First Christmases. That's the first song that came on in the morning was Feliz Navidad. And I mean, Jose Feliciano has been a huge inspiration to me, also being a Puerto Rican artist as well. I mean, wow, what an incredible experience. And I'm very thankful that I was able to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure indeed. Is this now the start of more new music to come from you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. In 2025, we're looking to release a bunch of new music. I'm very excited about it, and I've been working a lot in the studio these last couple of years, putting all this together. We have a ton of songs ready for all of you guys to listen to in the coming year.
Nice, nice. How's it sounding?
At least to me, it's sounding pretty good. Yeah.
Good, good. I like to talk about the writing as well. So for you, how do
Yeah.
tracks normally start off?
It starts off with either a lyric. I'll find a lyric somewhere in one of my old journals. I like to write stuff down a lot, just kind of write random thoughts, like whatever I'm thinking in the moment. Like after this, I'll probably write about something in this interview. Will probably turn into a song. But yeah, I'll start off
Just
with the
make sure you
lyric or an idea.
credit me.
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah. But yeah, it'll start off with a lyric or an idea on a guitar or piano, or maybe even a drum track. It's kind of spontaneous in that way. But we'll get the track in. We'll get a basic track down, a basic idea of what we want to do with said song. So, for instance, one of the tracks that's coming out is a Latin rock song, right? I'm not going to give too much information on it, can't really. I'll get in trouble. But so it's a Latin rock song. Okay, so what do I want to put on this? Okay, so it's about this. Okay, so put guitar on it. It needs to be rhythmic, real rhythmic. It needs to make people move. Okay, the drums, they need to make people move. The bass needs to walk, needs to groove. Okay, we want trumpets here. Oh, we should have background singers here doing this. So it just kind of ideas building up to the ultimatum of what the song ultimately becomes. Some songs we have, they're some of them are ballads, maybe just simple guitar leading up to some things. Some of them are big productions. Other ones are just like a blues or Clapton kind of production. So it kind of varies in which song we are and what day we're doing the song, of course. But it always varies, and it's always an incredible experience to write. It's really something.
And is it the plan to have varying sounds and styles in your music, or are you trying to kind of find your sound still and the direction you want to go in?
Oh no, it's always about incorporating different sounds and stuff into my music. Everything that I'm about to release has something that has influenced me, something that I've loved and that I've listened to and that I've played. I love playing Latin rock. I've grown up loving Santana, loving
Mm.
Clapton and Cream and the Blues Breakers, loving Graham Nash, and CSN. So all of those have had an influence on the type of music that I like to write and that I like to put out. And I like to incorporate different elements and effects from those records that I love to listen to. I mean, just look at the wall behind me. There's a ton. It goes on for a little
Yeah,
bit, but it's always about, for me, putting my heart and my soul and what it means to me for this song for it to come to life.
nice. Nice. And people will want to see you doing some live stuff. What's your plan for doing some shows?
Hopefully, I'll be on tour in England very soon. But looking forward to some live stuff happening again in the coming year. Of course, it's Christmas time. We're all on vacation, enjoying a little
Mm.
Milk Leaky Month action. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to some live stuff happening in the coming year. Hopefully, in the U.S. and in Latin America and in Europe as well. Hopefully,
Nice.
Asia too. Everywhere,
Yeah,
everywhere I like to tour.
yeah.
I
Is
just
there
want to get out
anywhere?
and explore the world with music. Is what I'm
Well,
saying.
yeah. Is there anywhere you've not been to yet that is kind of top of your touring bucket list?
Oh wow. I'd have to say, I mean, everywhere I haven't performed, but yeah, I'd love to play in England. I've always loved to play. One of my jokes that I have with my dad sometimes is, so, Owen, where do you want to perform? In Wembley Stadium someday. I'm gonna perform in
Nice,
Wembley Stadium. Is
nice.
a dream location. Hopefully, that's kind of shooting it up. Maybe I'll start at the Beat Club there. Where the Beatles were at, just to get my little startup. But
Build up for sure.
Mhm.
And even though you're still 17, I believe you've been doing music for a very long time. I've just read
Yeah.
that you were recognized at the age of 4 in music. So I want to find out how you got into doing music in the first place.
So yeah, it all started with a little $20 Toys R Us drum kit playing the Beastie Boys, rhyming and stealing. I didn't know what the song. I didn't. I just wanted to drums was the first thing that got me into this. It took a while to find a music school, that would take me in. Eventually, some lovely folks down at music where I used to live took me in and started me there. I started taking classes there. I performed at a library, and then I got to from at the library some of the people from Musicians and Making Music, who I have to thank a lot for how far my career has come. They picked me up, put me into some of their music programs there for rhythm and songwriting and all that stuff. Ed Rossetti, I have to thank a lot for influencing me on my journey. From there, I got to go to and take some courses at Musicians Institute and study with a couple of incredible musicians. And then I kind of freelanced for a while, studying abroad with many incredible musicians. And From there, I got to meet Michael Lloyd, who is my producer. I'm basing you can read the whole story on, the 50s. I'm making a very short version of it,
Mhm.
but I got to meet Michael Lloyd at a taxi event, and he says, "Oh, yeah, we talked for a bit, and he gives me his email. He says, email me, we'll find a time." And then he emails me Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Address, be there. And that's how I kind of am where I am right now. So
Nice.
yeah, with Curb Records and stuff, it's been an incredible journey.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And you mentioned some of the instruments you play, guitar and obviously drums as well, and obviously singing
Yeah.
and loads of stuff. Is there any instruments that you don't play that you kind of want to learn to play at some point?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I love to learn mandolin. I love to learn the mandolin.
Mm,
The I think it's called the bouzouki. I think it's like a Greek instrument.
rings a
I
bell.
saw Phil X playing it in an interview. I think it was with Rick Beato once. Saw him playing it straight all over a bouzouki. And I was like, oh, that looks cool. I want to do that. So yeah, mandolin, bouzouki, and come on, one more. And if I could, well, trumpet because of Miles Davis.
Nice, nice. Oh, and it's been a pleasure having a chat with you.
Absolutely, you too, Jim. Thank you guys for having me.